How do you find something that cannot be seen? How do you prove the existence of an object that swallows light, time, and evidence itself? That's the paradox at the heart of black holes. And yet, we did it. We saw one. Tonight, we journey not just through space, but through time, through human imagination, through equations scribbled in candlelight, through radio telescopes perched on icy mountains. This is not just the story of the first image of a black hole. This is the story of our stubborn refusal to look away from the impossible. It is a story of science, yes, but also of belief, of wonder, of patience across generations. Close your eyes. Go back 200 years. There are no satellites, no lasers, no internet, just telescopes and thoughts. Imagine a man in the 18th century, staring at the stars, pondering a strange question. Could there exist an object so dense, so massive, that not even light could escape it? That man was John Michel. In 1783, he proposed the idea of a dark star, an object whose gravity was so immense it would trap light itself. He had no data, no experiments, just logic, and a mind that dared to stretch. It would take centuries before we could truly test his idea. Fast forward to 1915. Albert Einstein publishes his general theory of relativity, a revolutionary new way of understanding gravity, not as a force, but as the warping of space and time by mass. Just 1 year later, Karl Schwarzschild found a solution to Einstein's equations, a mathematical point of infinite density. He didn't call it a black hole. That name would come later. But the seed was planted. Still, no one believed such objects could exist. Too strange, too extreme, too absolute. Then came the 1960s. Astronomers began noticing strange cosmic objects. Pulsars, X-ray binaries, mysterious flickers of radiation. They were seeing the fingerprints of invisible beasts. Stars orbiting empty centers. Matter vanishing in a blink. But the moment everything changed would not come from math. It would come from a photograph. Imagine this. You stand in the middle of a foggy field at night. You cannot see the wind, but you see leaves spiral. Grass flatten, trees bend. That is how we searched for black holes, by watching the universe react to their silent presence. But still, no one had ever seen one. Until 2019. The Event Horizon Telescope, a network of radio telescopes across the Earth, became a single eye, large enough to see across galaxies. They aimed it at a galaxy called M87, 55 million light-years away. At its center, something waited. The data took years to process. Petabytes of information, tons of math. And then, finally, a ring of fire, a shadow within flame, a photograph of the unseeable. The first image of a black hole. But pause here. Look again. That image. What does it really show? A shadow? An outline? A hole? Or something more? Is this just science? Or is this the first mirror we've ever held up to the void? The black hole does not show us itself. It shows us absence. It shows us the consequence of gravity so intense. It silences light. And we, standing millions of light years away, somehow caught it in the act. What does that say about us? About the human need to witness what we fear? And if we can photograph a black hole, can we ever understand one? This is not just the history of a scientific achievement. It is a story of patience, of vision, of collaboration across continents and generations. When that image was released, scientists wept, children stared, and the universe felt smaller and more immense. At the same time, we saw the shadow of something that devours definition. And perhaps, in that darkness, we found a reflection of our own curiosity, endless, hungry, unstoppable. If you felt something stir while staring into the eye of the black hole, then join me next time, where we'll not only ask what a black hole is, but why it might exist at all. What role do these voids play in the evolution of galaxies? Do they destroy, or do they shape? Next time, do black holes build the universe? Let us peer further. Let us ask deeper. Because even in silence, the universe is still speaking.